Hey everybody. All right, so I'm just gonna jump into it. Today I want to talk about masculine energy and feminine energy because I think we need like a general basic understanding about what these energies are and how they appear, so that we can begin to understand what's going on in the world and why this is important to you. So starting with the masculine energy is the alignment with a more action-oriented perspective. Masculine is concerned about achieving goals, about making progress, structure, sense of purpose is very important to the masculine. If we were looking at building a house or building a structure, it would be the foundation and kind of the bricks and mortar composition, right? It provides structure, security, dependability. These are all aspects of the masculine energy. On the other hand, the feminine energy is more based in emotion and it's driven by being grounded. So I know you've probably heard the term nesting, like whenever, I don't know, somebody gets a new apartment, usually it's female, right? It's a new apartment and they're nesting, they're grounding their space. There's a sense of taking the emotional, intuitive, energetic realm and grounding it into presence. So the feminine is more directed by social connection, more compassion, intuition, these types of like, if in the house analogy would be the decoration and the flow of the home, right? Both energies are essential and they are important. They're polarizing and they are necessary. It is what gives us balance. We need both. The problem has been that the masculine energy has been overvalued. So that notion of just barreling ahead and getting things done and doing the checklist and proving that you did all of the things and you're achieving goals, achievement oriented. What that's done is caused the feminine to be invalidated, so to be less important. And this isn't about one's better than the other. I'm not saying the feminine is better than the masculine. I'm saying they're both equally important, and that the problem has been one is deemed more important than the other. And what that has caused is for us to dissociate from our own feminine qualities and consider them weak or unimportant or a nuisance, really, sometimes. And what's come from that is that we ourselves are out of balance because internally we have both. We have both feminine and masculine energies. And so if we're out of balance internally, then the world outside of us is out of balance externally as well. So that's kind of what we've been seeing. And in the past, probably 10 years, 12 years, there's been a resurgence of the feminine. And what we've talked about, or how it's talked about in spiritual circles, is the rise of the divine feminine, or the return of the divine feminine. And it's important because this is needed to bring balance back. We can no longer support structures, what is the word? I'm trying to think of a word. Infrastructure, spiritually, emotionally, physically, that is out of balance. So what that means is that more and more people have been digging in and doing work, and their hearts are coming online. What we're seeing a lot, especially, I can tell you as a therapist, we are slammed. More and more people are seeking therapy. They're looking for answers. They don't know what's going, like why they're having such huge feelings, why their trauma's being brought up to be processed. It's a shit show, and the people who are struggling the most are the dude folk. So all of the dudes that I know that are minimally self-aware are going through a significant transition period, and it is because their feminine aspects are coming online. This is not something they've ever had to deal with. Actually, it's been repressed. Men have been encouraged to not let their feelings show, not have emotions. If you have emotions, then you better push them down because you got shit to do or whatever. You need to prove your worth by having a lot of money or whatever. But the point is that that is not sustainable. It's not, it never has been. And we're, I mean, in the South, it's called a comeuppance. We're having a comeuppance of the effects of denying the feminine aspect. When you deny your emotions, when you don't look at them, I swear to God, they're going to come back to bite you in the ass. You don't just get rid of them. You don't just ignore them and they go away. That's not how feelings work. I don't mean to be an asshole. I'm just naturally an asshole. I'm an Aries, though. That's my excuse for pretty much all of my bad behavior. But it's all in love. Anyway, I had it explained to me by a therapist once, that feelings are like a beach ball, and the more that you try to push a beach ball underwater, the more pressure it has and the more it's going to pop out. Like the further you push it down, the more it's going to pop out at you. And that's how feelings are. So if you've had some shit go down, which we all have, right, in our lives, we don't get out of childhood alive, that's for sure. It's probably coming up. And it might be, maybe you're experiencing relationship difficulties or job loss or family difficulties, arguments, or I don't know, any range of issues. But for a lot of you, what's getting highlighted is the shit that's not working anymore. You can't, deny your emotions anymore. This is coming up and it has to be addressed. So in later videos, we're going to go into kind of the specifics of what that might look like. Maybe some guidance about how to maneuver through this. But most importantly, I just would like the people who access this information to have just a baseline of like, no, you're not crazy. Yes, this is a thing. You are not alone. There are lots of men right now who are accessing emotions that they've never had before or looked at. So anyway, so that's it. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll be posting more later. Okay, till then, bye.